What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with more Baldur's Gate 3 with your host, Madman. So, we have chatted with Winston Churchill about the temple murders, and he flew off to do some kind of investigation based on that. But, more importantly, we are back here with Raphael, and we, I think, are going to have to demand some answers from this motherfucker, because he's been sort of stringing us along in his anime figurine collection for the Catheric artifacts. So, let's see what he has to say for himself.
A crack on the edge of your unconsciousness. The Emperor has been silenced once more.
Here we are again. Have you reconsidered? Would you like to hear what I'm offering? What do you have that I could possibly want? The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope even now. It's very convenient that you have exactly what I need. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return. What are you hoping to get out of all of this? Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin, too. And you give me the crown that dominates the outer brain.
Crown of Curses cannot be handed over to this devil. Agree to nothing.
What exactly is the crown? Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since I saw the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like meteors from the torrid meteor stream, or perhaps angels with broken wings, whatever metaphor suits your little ape brain. The screams. Oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror. And Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic, a crown that would make any who wore it a god. Even King Charles, that decrepit old corpse. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell from within. Karsus's folly, as the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use the crown to unite the nine under one archdevil supreme, me. What makes you think you'd succeed in using the crown where Karsus couldn't?
I am no mortal.
And I do not fail. If you don't fail, how come you didn't get hold of the crown way back when? The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He's not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged, but only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure, and these chosen who have caused you so much trouble accidentally did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. It must really annoy you that some mortals managed to steal the crown when you couldn't. Yes, it does, especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the elder brain will, It doesn't have any feelings in the way you understand them, but it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will, because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flare in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you'd have no need to rely on the Emperor. There's no guarantee that Orpheus will be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
I mean, the game's being a bit blatant here, guys. There's a lot of exposition going on. I was already aware that there was a conundrum based on the Emperor versus the Brain versus anybody else, including Garthor, whoever the fuck his name is. He looks like a PhD or a MA supervisor of mine, which creeps me out. But anyway, that aside, it's clear that the conundrum of this deal is not a simple one, and I would rather just I'd rather either give power to the average person, distribute it evenly, or prevent it from interfering if that power has to be controlled by some kind of nefarious nonsense. The crown and the brain and all this crap, I think it's better if it's just destroyed. That's this playthrough's mentality anyway. And I think people like Raphael, they're just as good and just as evil as anybody else who just wants to gain thralls and gain power, They want to win friends and influence people. We ever heard that before? You know what? Let's speak to this guy on his own terms. Let's give him a demonic illusion of willful intent. Let's give him an illusion of pride and great ego. That's what he seems to want, pathetically obvious as it is. We have to offer him the illusion of ego, I think. I'll control the crown myself once I have the nether stones. Oh, I'm sorry. You were serious. The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Archwizards, emperors, gods. It would tear you apart. I'd rather destroy the crown than risk it falling into the wrong hands again. How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the wrong hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world. No deal, Raphael. I'm leaving. I won't stop you, but time is running out. So don't stay away for long. As I said before, if you see reason, I'll be here waiting right up to the moment the world ends. Very dramatic, guys. Holy shit, what could happen? It's also dramatic and meaningful. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Let's get out of here. And we need to return to Mamsel. Okay, let's do that. There's some hoes and bitches and shit we gotta deal with, It's like, I went to the south span of Worm's Crossing to buy some pants for me and my brothers. I was gonna steal them, I had no gold coins. Met a cat there, Kira the cat. I was like, bitch, what that smell like? Alright. Whoa. Alright, let's bring up the map here. Where the fuck do we have to be? The Stern Librarian Fuffion. Okay. I guess we're going to have to go topside for that. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh boy, where the fuck is this secret bullshit? I grow tired of these peasant vagaries. Show me a sign, show me a position, show me a direction. Be blatant about it. No more pussyfooting out of the bush now. I'm above and beyond that, and so are you. Now come, show me what the fuck I have to do. Alright, so we've got this weird... Is this cordoned off area? Ooh. There's a purple glow over here. Where are we? Okay, so this is there's some shit behind the desk. Is that where we're supposed to go? Whoa, okay, alright, we gotta talk to this chick, okay.
Your pleasure is mine, sweet thing.
I found Fifion's corpse. She's been murdered. If me calling her a corpse wasn't already enough of indication of that.
Murdered? Ye gods, poor thing. By the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Hells, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive of her pussy. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my cunt. I should get to replacing her.
A woman is dead, and you're concerned about money.
Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. It's a video game. Like reality is a game. I've seen more murders than I can count. And there'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or more precisely, the lack of it. There's plenty of girls that rely on this business to support themselves. They got deadbeat daddies and druggy mamas that abandoned them when they was young'uns. This their only source of income. You gonna deprive them of that out of some sense of your own moral superiority? You think whoring's gonna disappear from human history just 'cause you got a moral standpoint to offer? You are such a sweet little baby, if you think that.
On to other matters.
Hmm?
Oh god, I don't want to fuck any whores. Astarian's right here. Come on. Alright, so we got the stern librarian shit out of the way. Right? It's one less quest to deal with. What do we have here? Disable the... Yeah, I know about that. Okay, Orin's victim... Yeah, we're probably going to have to kill Gortash pretty soon. Thing is, I want to disable the Steel Watch first, and I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet. And I want to save that for myself. So we're not going to record that. Okay, the Lower Cities Elf Song Tavern. Okay, well, we could do that. We could go to Elf Song Tavern. I gotta say, I prefer the Oblivion saving screens to these. They had this nice aged parchment look to them. That shit never was out of style. The art for this is not bad. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. But, you know, Oblivion, Morrowind, those save screens, I'm not speaking about any other aspect of those games, but the saving or loading screens in Morrowind and Oblivion were excellent. They were very well done. Alright, Elf Song Tavern. Alright, guys, let's vault our asses over there and see what there is to see. Marvel at the shadows and cobblestones created by a computer, which is just demonic sigils etched into poisonous metals, which are the province of demons and parasites that infest the human body and collect those heavy metals in their near microscopic oocytes that are very difficult for even modern medicine to detect. You're probably being influenced by them right now and taking medicines that are designed to attack viruses and bacteria, which are, I think, real things, but also far less important than parasitic infection, which is far more difficult to detect, to the point where only the elites have access to that detection. But don't listen to me, I'm just insane. Alright, Elf Song Tavern, what do we got here? We have got to talk to... who is this? Gauntlet Devella. Okay, so she's a living gauntlet. It's a hell of a provenance of life to be born into. Put me on your hand and I will protect you. Waldo Walnut. The fuck? I'm sure there's a quest to get some rare wines, because I found some very unique bottles of wine. But that, I think, is related to the wine festival building down here. Okay, so is she on an upper level? Is that the trick here? Seems like that's the case. Let's give her a chatting up and see what she has to say for herself here. Ooh, cutscene. Okay, this must be important. God damn. Finally, I'm filming a cutscene.
Oh, bollocks. I told those idiots not to let anyone in here. You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good.
Are you Devella? Valeria sent me.
To fetch another bottle of mead, no doubt. Yes, I'm Devella, the unfortunate colleague. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stelmane's dead, and I've got to find who killed her.
I know more about Bao than anyone you'll find. You don't want to send me away.
Do we want to send this? I think we'll just tell her about this.
Gods, that's it. Proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see. A research project of sorts. I knew my conclusions were sound, but this, I never expected this. I'll tell you what I know. A century ago there was a man, Sadovok Anchev. He was a child of the god of murder, Baal. He ruled the Iron Throne, and not the one from Game of Thrones. That's a bunch of bullshit based on the Rose of the Warses, or the Wars of the Roses. Something like that. Anyway, Sadovok amassed an army and sought to become a god. Under his stewardship, the Baal temple was revived, and with it the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed, and to cleanse the city of Sadovok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Gauntlet. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. That list you spoke of confirms I'm right. The Baal cult is back, and someone is out there continuing Sadovok's work.
Not only is the cult back, it's spreading fast. I ran into some ballists in the park.
No doubt you found the trail of bodies in their wake. The brutality of the killings is on par with Sadovok's own work. But there's something more here, something new. There's a reverence to these murders, a certain flair. As if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts, the depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that, trust me. I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Tell me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist, and to get back to doing my job here before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Help me out here, help the city out. I'll bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence.
I'll do my best.
You really are a godsend. But one more thing. There are patriarchs on the murder target list. I'm earthbound to secure them first, so I'll be heading to the upper city next. While I'm out there, the other potential victims will be at risk. Could you warn them?
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. That's all I can ask, and more than I hoped. Once I'm done with the patriarchs, I'll be heading to Basilisk Gate, to have another go at convincing my superiors to put some resources into this matter. Meet me there if you've anything more to report. And good luck.
Damn, that was a significant interaction. God damn. Murder target rover. Okay, oh, holy shit. Now we got a bunch of targets we gotta defend. This looks like a good place to end the recording. Thank you guys for watching. We got through a bit of dialogue. We didn't make too much progress. We didn't get to Cazador, but we will, I promise. I wanted to tie up loose ends, and I ended up not looking up the Cazador thing, but maybe I will. Maybe there'll be a video recorded immediately after this where we engage with that story. Who knows? In any case, again, thank you for watching. Take your vitamin D. Pay attention to your health, mental and physical. And as always, peace out, my friends.